2013 Ford Boss 302, 29,000 miles, school bus yellow. Let's take it for a test drive. I'm hunting, looking for a cover. 2013 Boss 302 Mustang. This is a really cool, ready to hop in and drive Boss. Has 29,124 miles as of this video. Just an absolute excellent car to hop in and drive. Letting it warm up here just a little bit before we get crazy with it. This is a clean Carfax, no accidents or damage ever reported. All of your Boss Mustangs, the 2012s and the 2013s, had your Roadrunner V8. They're a 5-liter. They make 444 horsepower and 380 foot-pounds of torque. I know those numbers aren't crazy numbers, but if you've ever driven one of these, they're a really high revving setup. They turn 7,000 plus RPMs and are just an absolute joy and a blast to drive. Regular driving like we're doing right now is super comfortable, no issues mechanically. We're cruising at 70 miles an hour right now without a worry in the world. The 6-speed manual transmission shifts great. These all came factory with big Brembo disc brakes all the way around. You have your power steering with rack and pinion. Factory AC is cold. These Boss Mustangs, the 12s and the 13s, came with a quad exit exhaust. So you have the side exit exhaust in front of the rear tires. This one still has the resonators, I believe, for the side exit exhaust, so not terribly loud. And then you do have aftermarket Magnaflow mufflers in the back, so a little bit more aggressive probably than the factory setup, but it sounds great. I do have both keys. Excuse me, I do have 2 keys. I have the red key, and then I do have a standard, looks like a replacement stock style Ford key. Someone probably lost the original key, and then this is just the original key which you can put in there, but everyone's going to drive this thing with the red key anyway. You'll see photos of both the keys in the additional information tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. You will also find the Carfax, the Marty report, and a copy of the window sticker that I have. I do not have the original window sticker. I just have a copy of the copy of it. Interior wise, this is the factory Recaro interior. I believe it's MW. Interior is in excellent condition. The only thing I note is it does have an aftermarket white shift ball, and I do think it has an aftermarket style shifter. I know these came with a short throw shifter, but I believe this is a replacement short throw shifter because it's a little bit different than the factory ones, but easy to find all the gears. It clicks in and out of all the gears properly. The clutch on this thing feels great. Again, a regular driving Mustang until you really get in the throttle, which we will do here in just a little bit. On my additional information tab, or excuse me, in the additional information tab, again on the website, pcclassiccars.com, you will find that does it work section. Everything works on this. All of your gauges, lights, horn, wipers, radio, heat, AC, parking brake, literally everything is ready to go on this thing, and there's no worries on any electronics or things not working on it. All right, we're gonna roll into it a little bit. That was a pretty easy pull. We didn't really get aggressive with it. Had a couple cars pulling out in front of us there for a second. Kind of gravel back there. We got a couple other opportunities. We'll get into it a little bit more, but these Mustangs or these Boss 302s are just super fun to drive. On the underneath, there are no real issues of any kind. The floors are great. On the pinch welds on both sides, you have a little bit of a spot on both sides that's just kind of bent from a jack or a lift, but it's minimal at best. A little surface corrosion on the suspension. You're going to get that from any vehicle, especially one that's got 29,000 miles. It's been driven some, but still a super clean car underneath. And then on the exterior, you have code B1, which is your school bus yellow paint. I love how they call it school bus yellow. A few stone chips and little imperfections around the car. Factory Boss wheels. The inserts on the Boss wheels have some like darker spots. I don't know if it can be cleaned off. You'll see photos of the wheels and you can zoom in. There's just some little imperfections on the wheels. Tires in the front are 2020, tires in the rear are 2019. You do have the aftermarket rear spoiler. I don't have the original one for it, but I think it looks great. And then the plaque on the back of the deck lid, that little black plaque, does have some like fading. You can have it redone. It's almost like the clear is kind of coming off on it a little bit on that little black panel on the back, but it's really minimal. Little door ding on the passenger door on the passenger side, and a couple small imperfections in the stripes. Again, all this stuff you will see in that additional informations tab on the website. Suspension all feels nice and tight. Steering does its job. These cars are super responsive. They were production built track cars for the public to buy. They handle great. They sound awesome. Even though this one has aftermarket mufflers, it has an awesome exhaust note to it. Driving position is comfortable. You do still retain cruise and tilt. These Recaro seats are super comfortable. Glass is all in great shape. Power windows, power locks, all that works like it should. Windshield's got a couple small little miscellaneous nicks kind of around it, but nothing major. Factory back glass with the rear defrost looks good, easy to see out of. Side mirrors work like they should. Rearview mirror looks clean and easy to see out of. We'll downshift a second here and roll into the throttle some into this turn. That's what these cars are built for. Brakes feel good. Again, clutch feels good. Haven't noticed any issues with it. Inside the trunk looks great. Nothing wrong back there. Inside the engine compartment, this is the original motor for the car. Do verify all that here at the dealership. Does have an aftermarket cold air intake, but everything in that engine compartment is very clean. I've actually never had the opportunity to take one out on a track. That's what these cars were built for. I can only imagine how fun they would be to be out on a racetrack, because regular driving around town, doing our little test drives like this, I love these Boss 302 Mustangs. The performance is great on them. They're very comfortable. Kick your AC on, just go cruising. I think the school bus yellow with all the black accents is great as well. As always, I'm Mike. This is the 2013 Ford Boss 302 with 29,131 miles from myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars. We appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drive videos. Make sure you check out the content across all of our social platforms. Check out that additional informations tab again on the website pcclassiccars.com, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching.